As we've got something breaking out right now in the back locker room area. Kendo Windham and Kendo Nagasaki are exchanging blows backstage. Kendo Nagasaki doing a number right now on Kendo Windham, member of Sir Oliver Humperdinck's army. And this is going to be... We've got to get some help back there. We need to get some form of security, get this under control. Nagasaki right now, we see him going to work on Kendo Windham. Just suplexing him here on the concrete floor. Oh my goodness, Kendo Windham ran into the boxes backstage. Those are equipment boxes, very heavy. And Nagasaki continues to do the damage on Kendo Windham. What is he going to do here? He's got a table, steel table upside the head of Kendo Windham. And again, we need security to get involved in this at some point, because right now Kendo Windham's in trouble. We could be talking about injuries, serious, long-lasting injuries. He just ran him into that steel chair there. And now look at this, Kendo Nagasaki going to work on Kendo Windham. I'll tell you, Kendo Windham's in a lot of trouble right now. We are still waiting for security to arrive. I'll tell you, Kendo Windham right now is getting beat within an inch of his life. Kendo Nagasaki doing the bidding of Oliver Humperdinck. Now look at this fight over the chair. Oh, and he just caught Nagasaki. Well, Kendo Windham able to come up with a little bit of offense, at least for a moment, but that may be over. Now Nagasaki with an attaché case right down into the chest of Kendo Windham. He is really doing a number on Kendo Windham right now, and you're right about security needing to be involved in this thing. It's out of control. Somebody's going to get very badly injured. Oh, and here comes Windham. He hit him with that backbreaker. And now Nagasaki again delivering the punishment to Kendo Windham. Kendo Windham fighting his way back. And now Kendo Windham sending Nagasaki into that locker. I cannot believe we have not seen security arrive yet to stop this thing, but Kendo Windham somehow is finding a way to fight back, and I've got to tell you, I'm a little surprised considering the beating he's taken in this one. Now suddenly it is all Kendo Windham. Windham setting him up. He's got him up in the air, and look at this. Into the locker. He just plants Kendo Nagasaki. Well, now Nagasaki fighting his way back. I'll tell you what, this is out of control. Borderline law enforcement involvement here with this one. Nagasaki's got Kendall up. What's he going to do with him here? Suplex through the table. He has injured Kendo Windham. Windham is not moving. All right, fans, back here in the arena, and I'll tell you what we just saw for that opening. Well, hold on just a moment. We are now being joined by Mr. Ron Bass, another member of Sir Oliver Humperdinck's army. And, sir, what are you here?
You know something, Mr. Soley? Everybody's upset right now about what happened to Kendall Windham. Well, I'll tell you something right now. As far as all of us are concerned, if your last name is Windham or Mulligan, your days are numbered.
Well, wait a minute. Here comes Blackjack Mulligan, and there goes Ron Bass. Mr. Mulligan, the condition of your son, what do you know?
Here's what I know, Mr. Soley. I know Oliver Humperdinck's got his men out here doing what they're doing to my people. Well, I'll tell you something right now. You attack one member of my clan, you attack the whole family. And Ron Bass, you might have run off set right now, but you ain't going far, because I can tell you right now, they just signed a match. You and me one-on-one right here, right now. So you're going to be getting your ass in that ring.
All right, fans, you heard it. We are going to see Ron Bass and Blackjack Mulligan right here tonight. Championship Wrestling. Well, apparently the message was received. Ron Bass, the big cowboy, is making his way down to the ring, and I'll tell you, it's been Katie bar the door on this one from the opening bell.
Well, we're coming up on the big battle of the belts, and I think tempers and tension is just starting to really rise around here in the Florida area. It's going to be a really unbelievable event. We're going to find out a lot more about it later tonight, I understand.
Yes, indeed we are. We are going to be finding out. We're going to be finding out who will be challenging for the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. We're going to be finding out some information about the Florida Heavyweight Championship. So indeed, there will be a lot of information to be sharing with you folks here tonight about the Battle of the Belts. And here comes the father of Kendall Windham. We're still waiting to get word on his condition. Blackjack Mulligan coming down right now to go after a different member of Sir Oliver Humperdinck's army, and that being the big cowboy Ron Bass. These are a couple of big tough Texans right here. Oh, they're not going to waste any time. Referee from behind. There's Blackjack Mulligan going to work on the outlaw.
Well, you look at a couple of big, two tough Texan guys, and even though Bass had nothing to do with this particular assault, he's a part of the army, and he turned around and had some pretty negative things to say about Mulligan's sons and the family in general, so you know he's not going to take that line down.
Now it is Ron Bass putting the boots to him. Blackjack Mulligan outside, now back inside the ring, but it is Ron Bass with the opportunity here. Both men just colliding in the middle of the ring. Snap him out to the back into the middle of the ring, and now again, Bass trying to continue the assault, but it is Blackjack Mulligan with some devastating rights.
Well, Cowboy Ron Bass right now having the upper hand on Blackjack Mulligan, and now Mulligan fighting back. Look at this guy go. He is a tough son of a gun, I'll tell you right now.
Mulligan's got him up in the air and drops him down across the top turnbuckle. Irish whip into the turnbuckle, and now again Mulligan follows Ron Bass up. Fans, I've just received word, Battle of the Belts. It will be Blackjack Mulligan, Barry Windham, and Kendall Windham going up against members of Sir Oliver Humperdinck's army. We are going to see Cowboy Ron Bass, Kendo Nagasaki, and the Ninja on the other side. That will be part of the Battle of the Belts.
Well, that's big news right there. Already breaking here on this program about the Battle of the Belts Supercard Wrestling coming up in less than 2 weeks.
Daytona Beach, Florida will be the setting. You'll want to get your tickets early for that one because they are going to sell out. It's going to be a night of wrestling you'll never forget. Ron Bass just got run into that steel ring post, and now look at this. Mulligan wasting no time. Going to work on the big cowboy.
Yeah, I'll tell you, he's really doing a number on Bass right now.
Oh, the referee has counted both of them out. It's not over yet. Mulligan doesn't care. He knows there'll be another day. Wow, unbelievable action, fans. All right, fans, as we mentioned earlier, the Battle of the Belts, number 4 coming up at Daytona Beach, and we're going to have that for you here on the Nation Network. And at this time, I'd like to have a special guest come out here. He is the current Florida heavyweight champion, the total package, Lex Luger. Mr. Luger, great to have you here with us today.
Well, it's nice to be out here with you, Mr. Sully.
As you know, today is the day you find out what your fate will be for Battle of the Belts 4 and who your opponent's going to be. And we will find out a little bit later on in the program is what I understand.
Well, you know, I've been talking to promoters, and the only thing that they've all told me is the same thing, that as a Florida heavyweight champion, we have to give you a match worthy of being the Florida heavyweight champion. But at the same time, I've got to prepare for this match, so I need to know who my opponent is. And I have a funny feeling you might have an idea already, and you're just not telling the total package.
Well, I can tell you that I have been given a little bit of information, and that before the end of the program, you will know who your opponent is.
Well, that's fine by me, because the sooner, the better, but it doesn't matter. When you get in the ring with a total package like Luger, there's only one way to go, and that is down.
All right, fans, you heard from the total package, Lex Luger himself.
I'll tell you, this Battle of the Belts is really going to be something spectacular.
All right, making his debut here in the Florida area, this is a man who really needs no introduction whatsoever. He is known the world over. The Masked Superstar, and Sir Oliver Humperdinck has added him to the stable, as it were.
Oh, you're right. This is a guy who has made a reputation for himself throughout the entire world of professional wrestling, from Japan to North America and all points in between. No stranger to victories, no stranger to being a champion, and now he's got somebody like Oliver Humperdinck whispering in his ear. That makes him even more dangerous, and that's saying a lot.
Well, his debut match is going to be an interesting one, because he's going up against a truly amazing competitor here in Mike Rotundo. Standout collegiate athlete, University of Syracuse, All-American Wrestling.
Mike Rotundo has shown time and time again that he can get it done inside the squared circle, and he is one of the true greatest tacticians you'll ever get in the ring with. But I'm not too sure that the Masked Superstar is going to be looking for a wrestling match, so to speak.
Well, I would have to agree with that wholeheartedly. I think it's going to be very much that Mike Rotundo is going to have to learn how to dig down deeper and maybe come up with some street savoir faire, as it were. Now Rotundo getting a look at Sir Oliver Humperdinck. Now the Masked Superstar is in, and wait a minute, Masked Superstar going after Mike Rotundo. He's not going to wait for the bell.
Oh, I'll tell you, Rotundo just got jumped by the Masked Superstar.
Throws him across the ring, does the Masked Superstar. He's got Rotundo up again. Oh, there's a variation of that neck breaker that he is known for.
We've seen him do a lot of damage over the years with that neck breaker. We remember one particular incident where the young Eddie Gilbert did it to him on a concrete floor, really did some damage to him. That was coming off of a car accident, so...
Drop down goes the Masked Superstar. Referee has started this match. Oh, look at Rotundo firing back down on the Masked Superstar.
Oh, he caught Rotundo. Look at this, and reversed out of that. That's a little bit of a surprise. Wouldn't have expected necessarily to see that happen.
Masked Superstar going to work now on Mike Rotundo. He's got him up in that corner. DDT, and down goes Mike Rotundo. As the Masked Superstar letting these fans know that he is in control of their hero.
Rotundo definitely a fan favorite. You see the Masked Superstar trying to use the ropes to get back up to his feet. There's an Irish whip reversed.
Indeed, and now in the corner, Mike Rotundo gets splashed. The body weight of the Masked Superstar coming down across the chest of Mike Rotundo, who's out now on the concrete floor. Action spills out.
Well, we see what happens here now. Masked Superstar sends him all the way down into that steel guard railing.
Oh, belly to belly on the concrete floor. You've got to be kidding. This is bad news. Masked Superstar continues to beat down Mike Rotundo. Suplex on the concrete. He breaks up the count, goes right back for more. And now Rotundo winds him up, clothesline. Down goes the Masked Superstar.
Oh, this is going back and forth, and we knew it would. Masked Superstar just planting Mike Rotundo on the concrete.
Oh, now the Masked Superstar, what's he got in mind? Look at this, he just drove Rotundo into the concrete floor. Mike Rotundo not getting up, and the Masked Superstar will take the win.
Well, this is what we talk about with the Masked Superstar. He will do a lot of damage to a person. Look at this on the concrete floor. Mike Rotundo just got deposited by the Masked Superstar. That was brutal.
And just like that, the Masked Superstar getting the victory, fans. Knowing Mike Rotundo, I have a funny feeling this is not the end of it. Wait a minute. Oh, come on. What is going on here? What is he going to do?
Oh, now Masked Superstar's going back for more. He's got Rotundo. Oh, there's the neck breaker. We talked about it. He just did it to him on the floor. Referee is calling for medical attention.
You've got to be kidding me. Come on.
That's twice. Oh, and he just spears him into the concrete.
Referee desperately trying to get some help out here for Mike Rotundo. Fans, we will be back with more in a moment. Unbelievable. All right, fans, we are back here, and joining me at this time, if you would please, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion himself, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Mr. Flair, Battle of the Belts 4. You're going to defend the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Soley. You're right. But here's my problem. I was here a week ago, and I'm back again because I truly believe that some of the greatest talent in the world of professional wrestling is right here in Central Florida. That said, I am the world champion. I've got a very busy schedule, and it's about time I find out who they want me to go against, because there's a who's list here in wrestling area Florida that all would be worthy opponents, but I've got to start focusing it on who the main man is. So that's why I'm here tonight, looking for the big answer to the question on everybody's mind.
Well, I can tell you something right now, Mr. Flair, that the decision has been made. And before I give that to you, there's actually another decision that has been made. And if I could bring back one, Mr. Lex Luger, friend of yours, a man I know you're very familiar with.
That's right.
Mr. Luger, you asked earlier who your opponent was going to be. Mr. Flair, you want to know who your opponent's going to be. You are both going to be, of course, involved at the Battle of the Belts 4. The promoters have decided that because of the stature of both of you men, that we had to make sure you had an opponent that was worthy of your status. And with that said, at Battle of the Belts, you, Mr. Ric Flair, will defend your NWA World Heavyweight Championship against the Florida Heavyweight Champion, the Total Package, Lex Luger.
Are you ribbing me?
No, sir, I am not.
You're ribbing me. We're horsemen. We don't fight each other. That's just the way it is. The way it's always gonna be. So you better go back to that drawing board if that's the best you've got. Actually, Rick, I just signed the contract in the back. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? Rick, it's like this, man. What have we always said? As long as the horsemen have the world title in our stable, we run wrestling. Well, Battle of the Belts, Lex Luger versus Ric Flair for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. One thing is for certain, the World Championship will still be in the stable of the Four Horsemen. It's just going to be around someone else's waist. I don't believe you right now. I don't believe this is happening. Let me tell you something. You want to do this? You want to get in the ring with the Nature Boy? I think right now the problem is this. You're the NWA United States Champion. You're the Florida Heavyweight Champion. I give the devil his due. You've been on one hell of a run. But I think right now what you're really doing is suffering from delusions of grandeur. So here's what's going to happen. You want to do this. You want to get in the ring with the Nature Boy Ric Flair for the World Heavyweight title. You got it. But know this, I'm not going easy on you. And you will not be the same man walking out that you are walking in. Actually, that is exactly what I was counting on. Because when I walk out, I'm going to be the new NWA World Heavyweight Champion. I'll see you in Daytona.
Oh my goodness. It is heating up here as we head to the Battle of the Belts.
Wow, what a blockbuster announcement that was, huh?
I'm telling you what, fans, we have seen a lot go down in a very short period of time this week. And right now we get a look at the Florida Tag Team Champions, the fabulous ones, Stan Lane, Steve Kern. They will be defending those tag team titles at the Battle of the Belts. I'm telling you, we have really just set the stage for Battle of the Belts 4, no doubt about it. Daytona Beach may not be big enough to contain the fury that is developing very quickly here. You know, lost in all of this has been the fact that we actually are expecting the Nature Boy Ric Flair to be wrestling right here on this program tonight, non-title match. But still in all, we don't get the world champion on our program very often, much less in the ring. So it's a very, very special occasion. But the frame of mind he's in right now, you kind of have to wonder. All right, we're getting a look at members of the Temple of Five. Here they come. Kevin Sullivan, the Purple Haze. We see the Fallen Angel behind them. And they are going to be joined momentarily by a gentleman that we used to know as Mike Graham. Now goes by the name of Gaba Singh ever since being inducted as the first member of the Temple of Five by Mr. Sullivan. Through some very questionable practices, we don't know still to this day what was in the envelope that Mr. Sullivan produced to Mike Graham at that time. That convinced Mike Graham that he was going to join the Temple.
Well, yeah, we've seen a very, very strange change to Mike Graham over these many weeks now. One thing is for sure, we do know that Kevin Sullivan is going to be tag teaming with Gaba Singh, and they're going to be going up against the Fabulous Ones for the Florida Tag Team Championship, and that will take place as part of Battle of the Belts 4.
Here he comes. Wow. This is really starting to make me nervous as we see a totally different look to Mike Graham. But again, he goes now recognized as Gaba Singh.
We saw some words outside the ring between the Fabulous Ones and Kevin Sullivan and the Purple Haze.
All right, referee calls for the bell. Action's underway. Fans, I'll tell you, here on the Nation Network, we bring you the greatest wrestling you'll find anywhere. Week in and week out, we thank you for joining us. We appreciate your support as we eclipse the 600 subscriber mark. And for that, we thank all of you. Steve Kern going to work right now with the Purple Haze. He's got him up in the air. And gut buster right down across the knee.
It's kind of interesting that Kevin Sullivan wasn't a part of this match himself. Considering he's going to be going after the tag team titles in a couple of weeks' time, you would think he'd want an opportunity to get in the ring with Stan Lane and Steve Kern for himself and kind of see how things go.
I think right now what Kevin Sullivan wants to do is continue scouting from outside the ring, which is what he's doing, and he stands by with Fallen Angel at his side. Tag has been made, and now I guess we have to call him Gaba Singh. Mr. Singh, oh wait, he's going after Stan Lane, who's not even a legal man. Suplex brings him into the match. And now what's happening here? Graham Snapmare takes him over. Drives the elbow right to the forehead. And Gaba Singh middle rope splash down across the back of Steve Kern.
Fabulous One's very, very popular, and that's why the fans not too happy with Mike Graham right now, or Gaba Singh, whatever the heck you want to call him.
Now Graham resorting to some tactics of choking out Steve Kern. Things that we know, we can only imagine he picked up from his time with Kevin Sullivan. He was a very accomplished wrestler. Now we see a lot darker side of Mike Graham coming out as he rolls out to the floor. Tag is made, and now Stan Lane, the legal man for the Fabs.
See, by contrast, right now, Stan Lane has the opportunity to go outside the ring and do some more damage, and he hasn't done it. Now he's outside the ring. Oh, wait a minute. He almost struck. Look at this. Threatening Fallen Angel.
I'm not sure what's going on over there, but now Mike Graham or Gaba Singh gets involved. Fallen Angel perhaps doing her job of distracting. Gaba Singh just drove him into that set of steps. Now he's got him back in the ring. Referees counted reach 5, so both men realized that if they wanted to avoid the countout, they'd have to get back in. And now Gaba Singh with that Russian leg sweep on Stan Lane, and he follows that up.
Well, he positions himself in between Stan Lane and Steve Kerr. This way the tag isn't made. Nice neck breaker right there.
Speaking of neck breakers, we understand that Mike Rotundo is getting some medical treatment. We expect that he will be okay, although he took one hell of a beating at the hands of the Masked Superstar. And I have just been told that there will be a match at the Battle of the Belts between Mike Rotundo and the Masked Superstar, and it will be a Syracuse street fight.
Syracuse street fight.
Syracuse street fight between Mike Rotundo and the Masked Superstar at the Battle of the Belts 4.
Well, that's going to be interesting to see. As now, look at this. Gaba Singh is in there just in time to break up the attempt. Oh, what a move right there. And Steve Kern's in a lot of trouble.
Save made by Stan Lane. Otherwise, perhaps it would have been lights out. Again, the title's not on the line here tonight, but it would be a big victory for Kevin Sullivan and the Temple of 5. Suplex from the apron brings him back into the ring, and Stan Lane grabbing his back in pain. Both members of the Fabulous Ones down and out in the ring at this time. The Purple Haze being counted on by the referee. Graham now hooks the leg. He's got his feet up on the ropes.
Again, these are not things we're used to seeing out of Mike Graham.
Indeed, we are not, and that is what has surprised a lot of people. Here is Steve Kern. Oh, drops him on his head. Steve Kerr now getting this crowd riled up, but perhaps a mistake. I think he should have stayed on Graham. Neck breaker, and now Gaba Singh rolling outside once again to the floor. And now it is Steve Kern bringing the Purple Haze into the ring from the apron.
There's actually very smart logic right here. Why give him an opportunity to rest?
Purple Haze perched up on the top rope, and now Kern going up there with him. Superplex from the top rope all the way down, and now the Purple Haze in trouble, but here comes Gaba Singh. Goes up, oh, so it's going to be a pile driver, and look at this. Steve Kern gets out of trouble, turns the tables, and now it is Gaba Singh in trouble.
Oh, he just dropped him on the back of his head. We've seen that move before.
Steve Kern hooks a leg. Oh, and he gets only 2.
Well, give credit where credit is due. Gaba Singh somehow able to get a shoulder up after that one, because that will leave you concussed. It's a move that will absolutely leave you not knowing where you are.
Stan Lane just got caught by the Purple Haze. We see Fallen Angel watching from outside. Kevin Sullivan is on the outside as well.
Purple Haze wants to see the tag made, and it's again a mistake. Stan Lane should be making sure not to allow Gaba Singh to make the tag. You don't want the Purple Haze to get in there as a fresh man.
Oh, he got him! is the tag, and here comes the Purple Haze back into the ring. Fallen Angel on the outside once again. She's distracted earlier on, as we can see. There's Kevin Sullivan to the lower right of the screen. Again, at Battle of the Belts, it'll be Kevin Sullivan and Gaba Singh going up against these two men for the tag team titles in the state of Florida. Double team right here. Back body drop, and Stan Lane comes down, and that is going to leave him a bit rattled as he goes out to the floor. Shoulder tackle. Both members of the Fabulous Ones are in trouble, and now Gaba Singh focusing on Steve Kern. He's not even a legal man in the match right now. Wow, and a move right there. Gaba Singh off the apron. Fans, I'm telling you, this thing just keeps breaking down. Referee's count is on. Stan Lane is the legal man for the Fabulous Ones, but it's not. Look at this. Gaba Singh doing a number. Now Kevin Sullivan is out there with Steve Kern. Oh my goodness. Gaba Singh from the top rope all the way down to the floor. Stan Lane is in trouble. But he manages to come up with some offense of his own. And now look at this. Now it is Stan Lane having away on the head of Gaba Singh. Both of these teams have done a number on one another. You look at Steve Kern on the apron. He's in trouble. Nice suplex right there by Stan Lane, and a save made. Well, if it weren't for the Purple Haze, this match might be over right now. Into the corner he goes, and this is a bad place for Gaba Singh, but he manages to get out of there in time. Irish whip now sends Stan Lane into an unfriendly part of the neighborhood, and here's a tag made, double team coming. Purple Haze with a big boot to the midsection, and Fallen Angel definitely likes what she's seeing out there. Flying drop kick now by Stan Lane. Takes the Purple Haze down. Sets him up. Pile driver. There it is. Lane doing the right thing by bringing the Purple Haze over to his corner, but I thought he might try to go for the pinfall. Instead, he has him up in the air for, I believe, yes, a suplex. Tag made to Steve Kern, and Kern, I've got to be honest with you, he hasn't looked too good on that apron. Purple Haze straightens him up with that European uppercut. Now he's got him by the throat. Up in the air. Oh, and a mighty slam. And now Steve Kern outside to the floor. But even then, that's a problem. Kevin Sullivan putting his hands on Steve Kern. Referee using a lot of discretion right here. Well, they throw him back in the ring almost as if this was a lumberjack match, but it's not. Titles are not on the line, which is the only good thing I can say right now for the Fabulous Ones, because they are looking pretty rough. Purple Haze, as he stares down, waiting. Kern back to his feet. What is happening here? Now Irish whip into the turnbuckle, and the Purple Haze on the receiving end. Rocket launcher, cross body block, and he caught him. And now it is the Purple Haze rolling out to the floor. Action out on the floor now, referee count. Look at this. What's Stan Lane going to do? He's got him outside. He's carrying him around. Oh, he just threw him into the steel ring post like a javelin. is starting to break down. Purple Haze sending him into the guardrail, now throwing him back into the ring. They beat the count. What's it gonna take for one of these teams to be victorious? We'll find out. Oh!
Yeah, that's a devastating move right there. I don't see how you get out of that.
And you don't. There are your winners. Members of the Temple of Five. The Purple Haze and Gaba Singh, but wow, what we just saw there in the last moment.
There were moments right there. We're looking back again, Gaba Singh. And it looked for sure like he had it.
Fans, I'll tell you right now, as we count down the days to the Battle of the Belts for Daytona Beach, it's going to be absolutely amazing. We've got one big match still to come, and we're going to see the world champion in action. Well, actually, wait a minute. You've got to be kidding. All right, fans, I've just been given some information. I've just been told that Ric Flair, well, here he is now.
You know what? I see what's going on around here, and that's all well and good. They're trying to play me. I'm going to get in the ring right now, and I got this young guy coming out here. I'm going to take him.
Well, actually, sir, no. Your match has been changed just a little bit. You were going to go one-on-one with the Ninja, but now things have changed. It is going to be the Ninja and Kendo Nagasaki against the Nature Boy Ric Flair and the total package Lex Luger.
All right, have it your way, but I'm not going to be responsible for what happens.
Fans, that is our main event now. We'll be back right after this. Wow. All right, fans, we are back, and it has been an interesting night here at the Eddie Graham Sports Stadium. All roads lead to Daytona Beach here for Championship Wrestling from Florida. And to say that they've turned up the heat here in December would be a minor understatement. We are actually going through a cold snap, but you wouldn't know it to be in this building right now. Sir Oliver Humperdinck bringing his men down. The man known as the Black Ninja, and Kendo Nagasaki, coming from the same dojo that produced names like the Great Kabuki. Well, you know, with this Ninja being a young guy and all that has really impressed me and a lot of other people here in the wrestling world. He comes up with moves we've never seen before. And he's an absolute force to be working with. You know, don't judge a book by the cover. He's not the biggest guy in the wrestling ring, but he is absolutely, he'll leave you with your jaw on the floor. Well, possibly literally as well as figuratively if you're on the opposite side of the ring from them. He's equally good with his hands as he is with his feet. He's quick as a cat. Maneuvers around the ring. He's like a fish in water. He's just very, very comfortable with his environment, and he has proven that he is a top talent and a force to be reckoned with here in Championship Wrestling in Florida. And we now know that they will be at the Battle of the Belts going up against Blackjack Mulligan and his sons, Kendall Windham and Barry Windham. We understand Kendall Windham is doing better in the back right now. Just joining us, he was attacked as the show went on air by that man right there, Kendo Nagasaki, which was another reason why the promoters, I think, decided to put him into this match here tonight. Well, right now you're getting a look at half of the Four Horsemen. Ric Flair, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, making his way down to the ring because Lex Luger, we can't see him. It's a special event that 2K likes to do where they have an Invisible Man tag team partner for the entrance. You would think they would fix it after several months, but apparently not. All right, well, these two men just found out that they're going to be tag teaming tonight and that they're going to be competing against one another at the Battle of the Belts. Luger hits the ropes and now shoulder tackle. Down goes Kendo Nagasaki, and now again the Irish whip to the ropes, dropped down by Luger. Almost caught him. Instead, the two men collide. You know, it should be pointed out that Lex Luger has been pretty good friends with Barry Windham here, and by that as well, Kendall Windham. And I think what happened to Kendall Windham earlier tonight was probably something that Lex Luger's not very happy about, and he wanted an opportunity for revenge, and now he's getting it. Tremendous move right there by Kendo Nagasaki, taking down Lex Luger. But Luger right back up to his feet and goes to work. Backend knife chop, and I wonder where he picked that up from. Tag made, here comes the double team by the Horsemen. Ric Flair down across the arm of Kendo Nagasaki. Flair, of course, no stranger to wrestling against guys with a Japanese-style background. This is the match that he was originally planning on being in against the Ninja. Flair with those chops to the chest, and now the Ninja going to wrestling school with one of the greats of all time in the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Oh, Flair just did a header. To the midsection he goes, and again, there's those chops. We talk about them. Flair's the man who created, oh, look at this, back end. Flair lighting up the chest, and down goes the Ninja. Ric Flair generally has a lot of respect for Sir Oliver Humperdinck, but I think there was a talk about him helping get this guy ready for big matches, and he wanted him to go against the best, and Humperdinck asked Flair if he'd get in the ring with him. That was the original match signed, but then things have turned a little bit. Powers that be in the back decided to turn this into a tag team match. Flair now on the receiving end of the boot of Kendo Nagasaki. Now Flair catches him, fireman carry, nicely done right there, and Kendo goes down. Now Flair going after that leg, and he attacks the knee. And we know why, because Ric Flair is going to try and soften up and leg on any opponent he's in the ring with, because he wants to be able to hit with that figure four leg lock and lock that thing on. And when you do, not too many people are going to survive it, and he knows that. Flair with a bulldog out of the corner. And now it is Kendo Nagasaki. Wait a minute. Sir Oliver Humperdinck distracting the champion. Flair has the leg, figure four leg lock, and he looked right at Lex Luger. He is going after that leg, and he may have it. Kendo Nagasaki is in trouble. Kendo Nagasaki now trying to roll it over, and he does. Flair unable to get that one. Tremendous suplex right there by Kendo Nagasaki. Full Nelson then drove him over onto the shoulders, and we know that Ric Flair's had back issues from a plane accident. And once again, now it is the Ninja and Ric Flair, which was the match we originally planned to see here tonight. The double team now, and the Horsemen actually working together. Total package, letting everyone see it.
Well, this guy is so put together. I mean, it's no surprise. A little surprise, though, that he would take the opportunity like this when he could be going for the victory. Nice move right there, and now Luger hooks it up. Swing and a miss right there.
Now it is the Ninja with the move right there. Nice move right there, and Lex Luger just got caught. The Florida Heavyweight Champion. Stunning kick upside the head of Luger. Back elbow finding the mark. The Ninja, as we told you earlier, he's very comfortable in this, but he ran into a power slam. Luger hooks the leg. And the Ninja out the back door.
It's very, very close right now, but the Ninja really has come up with some impressive offense against the not only Florida Heavyweight Champion, but as we heard Ric Flair make mention of earlier tonight, he's also NWA United States Champion. And now look at this, the Ninja's been busted open, but Kendo Nagasaki making the save. And now Luger is stunned against the ropes.
Back body drop sends him to the apron, and now what's Luger going to do with him? Brings him in the hard way. The total package waiting on him. He gets up. What's he going to do here? Pile driver.
Oh, look at this, right in Ric Flair's face. Right in Ric Flair's face, he just did it.
Well, we've got a lot of pandemonium breaking loose in this one. Oliver Humperdinck distracting the referee. Kendo Nagasaki into the match. Luger continues to do a job on this young man, the Ninja.
Well, Ninja's had some really good offense in this match, but right now it's all Lex Luger, and Luger doesn't mind rubbing into the face of the NWA champion.
You have to wonder what the chemistry will be like going into that match at the Battle of Belts 3. The NWA World title will be on the line. As the Florida champion, Lex Luger, is now the challenger. Tremendous slam. Will he be able to get out of it this time? He does. Luger going to the eyes. Rake the eyes.
Well, Ric Flair better be taking notes, because it looks like Lex Luger's learned a lot from his time in the Horsemen, and this could be a problem for Ric Flair.
Flair continues to consider himself the dirtiest player in the game. Oh, there's a tag made. Kendo Nagasaki in trouble.
Oh, what a move right there by Kendo Nagasaki, but he's holding his head. He comes up with another single leg, and Luger sweeps him away just like that.
Kendo Nagasaki has now got the momentum in the corner of Camp Humperdinck. Suddenly Luger is on the receiving end, and now look at this, Kendo Nagasaki. Oh, he just got driven into the canvas.
Well, we see Humperdinck out there distracting Luger. There's a mutual respect, I think, for Ric Flair with Oliver Humperdinck, but I don't necessarily feel that's reciprocated when it comes to Luger.
Luger fighting his way out. And now, in the middle of the ring, he's got him.
Oh, this is a problem right here. Kendo Nagasaki is in all kinds of trouble. He's got him in that torture rack, and not too many people ever live to tell the story. Will Kendo Nagasaki be different?
He is in trouble. I don't think he's going to get out. He's been up there for some time now. Luger continues. I have never seen anyone last this long in the torture rack without tapping out, but Kendo Nagasaki, give credit. Luger wearing him down. Kendo Nagasaki finally escapes.
Oh, now look at this. We've got Oliver Humperdinck distracting the referee as he goes for the turnbuckle pad.
And now, wait a minute. Tag made, but Oliver Humperdinck just throws a steel chair into this one. Nice move right there. And now the total package. Lex Luger just got caught by the Ninja.
Oh, he just sprayed him with that green mist right in the face, and Luger's in trouble.
The Ninja just caught him. Luger is blind, he can't see. Kendo Nagasaki taking advantage of the opportunity. Referee finally, well, I thought he was going to get rid of that steel chair. Dragon Sleeper, meantime. Luger has him up. Oh, there's that forearm. Oliver Humperdinck outside the ring trying to distract the Florida champion, but he's got him. He's got him. One more time in that torture rack, and will this be it?
Oh, he's got him in there again, and we've seen it before, where he can really just do a lot of damage. But Kendo Nagasaki again finds a way to survive.
Tag is made, and now it is the world champion Ric Flair going up against the Ninja, who takes him down with that nice suplex, hooks the leg of the champion. 2 3/4 count right there.
Well, we almost saw a huge upset right there. Imagine if Flair would have come in and gotten pinned by this youngster. But it almost happened right there, just like that.
Flair caught him and drove him to the mat. Now he goes for the cover, does not hook the leg. Flair going to work now on the head and the neck of the Ninja. Oliver Humperdinck standing by.
Oh, here comes Pat, the move right here with Flair right there, driving that knee down into that busted open head.
And now Flair, steps into it. There it is, figure 4 leg lock, and will the youngster be able to survive? Say what you will about Humperdinck and his style and that of his men, but they have really weathered the storm. Surviving the torture rack, surviving the figure 4 leg lock, back body drop, and he's on the apron. Look at the blood flowing down the face of the Ninja, quickly turning his face into a crimson mask. Now it is the Nature Boy Ric Flair who is in trouble. Now Lex Luger coming in, but the referee says, I don't think so. Luger going after the Ninja. What's happening here? We've got action, and it's all over the place right here. Flair starting to get it together. And now raking the eyes across the rope. Face first down on the apron. Luger continues to do a number on Kendo Nagasaki into the steel ring post. Luger's got a chair. And he's going to put it to use on Kendo Nagasaki. Oh, and he just caught Ric Flair. Luger has just gone to work. And he's letting Flair know it was me. Fans, we will see you at Battle of the Belts. That's it for Championship Wrestling from Florida. Good night, everyone.